The Dallas Cowboys up at number 17. CeeDee Lamb was just waiting there, and he put on a show in the Dallas area in the Red River rivalry. 3 touchdowns, 171 yards against Texas. He's going to be playing his pro football in Texas. The Cowboys select CeeDee Lamb with their first round pick.
If you're a team looking for a #1 wideout, this is the draft for you.
Looking for the end zone, CeeDee Lamb, and he'll walk in.
CeeDee Lamb of Oklahoma certainly fits that description. He ran a 4.540 at the combine, so he's fast, but what you're getting is a great, complete football player.
CeeDee Lamb makes his presence known.
He is the best route runner in this draft. He's got tremendous hands.
One of the strongest wide receivers in this draft class. He breaks tackles like nobody's business. We saw it week in and week out.
He runs a complete route tree, and most importantly, he knows how to find the end zone.
Touchdown, easy like Sunday morning.
So in a league where you can never have enough playmakers, CeeDee Lamb has the type of explosive ability that can help out any team that selects him.
We'll see how much he helps out Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, who select CeeDee Lamb with the number 17 overall pick. I thought they should have gone defense, but I like your attitude. Give Dak some more weapons there.
Give Dak some more weapons. That also helps open up things for Zeke Elliott as well. When you have to worry about a guy like Amari Cooper on one side, CeeDee Lamb on the other side, still have Michael Gallup as well, who's continued to develop. That's a lot of things to worry about in the passing game, let alone a running back like Zeke Elliott and a quarterback who can still take off. So this offense now is giving you a myriad of issues that you've got to deal with in game planning for them. But I also think this signals that Jerry Jones feels confident in either Randy Gregory or Aldon Smith coming back at some point and having an impact too off of the edge for this defense. Or they just didn't have Caleb Chase on, in my opinion, the next best edge rusher rated as high as Lamb. But no doubt about it, this now adds CeeDee Lamb, a big-time playmaker. We talked about his performance versus Texas. Had 2 ridiculous touchdowns in that game where you thought he was going to be tackled and continued to get yards after the catch, yards after contact, get in the end zone. That's what you're getting out of this. A guy who runs every route in the route tree. He was the featured wide receiver at Oklahoma this year. Unlike Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs and Smith and Waddle and all these other guys at Alabama, he was the guy. And so he can run a variety of things and do a variety of things within your offense.
Pete Prisco liked Henry Ruggs more, and Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver off the board, number 12 to the Las Vegas Raiders. What's the grade for this pick?
This is a B+, and I think this is a classic case of a team not expecting the player to be there. So they looked at their board and took the best available player. They didn't necessarily need another wide receiver. It's kind of a luxury pick when you look at some of the issues on defense, corner, pass rusher. But I didn't think that he would fall to him. They didn't think you would fall to him, and here he is, so you take him. My one concern with this group now is, where's the big play speed? You know, Cooper's not a burner. This kid's not a burner. They're good route runners. They're good intermediate guys. They're great with the ball underneath their arms after the catch. And Michael Gallup doesn't run that well either. So the speed isn't there, but it's a nice group, and I know Dak Prescott will be happy.
Pete, what do you think of them not going defense there? I mean, it seemed like they have their offensive pieces, but as Brady and Danny Cannell said, you can never have too many pieces on that offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and I know, Caleb Chase was one of the guys. I think they would have picked him here if Lamb had not, fallen to him. The one thing that I think here is Yetur Gross-Matos would have been a guy I would have considered. I think they need to get better pass rushing help. And DeMarcus Lawrence, good player. You can't count on Randy Gregory and Aldon Smith. You don't know what they are. You don't know if they'll be back. So I would have probably taken a pass rusher here. But again, when you're true to your board and you have a great grade on a guy and he falls to you, you got to take him.
The other position there is cornerback. That would have been the other position that I would have potentially looked at outside of an edge rusher. But like I said before, Jerry Jones, I mean, he's the owner. He's overseeing all this. He must feel confident about where Aldon Smith and Randy Gregory could be and what they could provide if they come on the field for the Cowboys.
Well, listen, they're going to be a fun team to watch on the offensive side of the ball. There's no question. Let's go over to Amanda Garrett with more on that.
Yeah, we want to talk fantasy because I'm not sure if we're going to be as excited about this fantasy-wise. Jamie, I am so sorry CeeDee Lamb is not with the Eagles. I know you really wanted that to happen. We'll see what happens. All right, so we mentioned they have Amari Cooper. They have Michael Gallup. They did lose Randall Cobb. But fantasy-wise, I mean, are you as excited about CeeDee Lamb now as you would have been had he gone to somewhere like the Eagles?
No, not at all. Now, look, this is a good pick for Dallas for their offense, and it's a great situation for Dak Prescott's fantasy value. He is the clear-cut number 3 fantasy quarterback behind the 2 studs of Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, and Dak was awesome last year, so just giving another weapon is that much better. But this hurts the value of Amari Cooper. It hurts the value of Michael Gallup. Now, obviously, Dallas needed a 3rd receiver because Cedric Wilson was going to be their most likely number 3 guy. They lose Jason Witten. Blake Jarwin seems like a capable replacement, but this offense is now lethal in the passing game. I mean, you add obviously Ezekiel Elliott, what he does out of the backfield, and certainly as a runner. So how do you stop this offense? So it's great for the Dallas offense. It's great for Dak Prescott, but all 3 receivers get a downgrade, including Lamb, who was my favorite fantasy wide receiver. Now let's go see who the Eagles are going to take, because I don't love Judy in Denver. I don't love Ruggs with the Raiders, and I don't love Lamb going to the Cowboys. So if Justin Jefferson is that guy, he could be the easily number 1 rookie fantasy wide receiver.
Initially you had said, I'm not sure if it was you or Dave, he could have the potential to be a number 3 fantasy receiver. Is this changing a lot for you when it comes to where you're going to take CeeDee Lamb?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he was a guy that you could have drafted as a potential starter. Now he's looking at a guy that you're taking with a late-round pick in seasonal leagues. Now, dynasty formats, there's still a lot to like about him. We'll see what Dallas does coming up next year with Michael Gallup and what they do decide to do with his future. But they signed Amari Cooper to a 5-year deal, so he's going to be there for the long term. We'll see what they do with Gallup. But you're looking at a situation now where Judy right now is better than Lamb and Ruggs, so he's the best of the holy trinity of the 3 top guys we were looking at. But this is a bad situation for CeeDee Lamb's overall fantasy value. He is not going to shine to the level that he could have had he gone to a situation where he was going to be the number 1 guy.
All right, but as you mentioned, it's a good situation for the Cowboys. Jamie, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you here in a second.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.